All right, everybody. So, this is one of the weirdest but most expected stories I think I've heard since the inception of this AI generative art program stuff becoming a big deal and getting particularly hard to distinguish from real photos, especially when it comes to environments. Like, if you know AI images, you can tell from just looking at it most of the time because they tend to have this very liminal feeling that's almost dreamlike, the same feeling you get from watching like liminal space videos, because AI can't really accomplish the wear, tear, grit, and like real lighting that is to be expected from a genuine scene. So if you know what to look for, you can still tell when even the best AI generated images are AI generated, even stylistically. Now, most people are not aware of this, and AI has gotten to the point where the average boomer or millennial or Gen Xer who doesn't know or understand where AI has gotten will see pictures made with AI and they will fall for it. And they won't just fall for it, but they'll fall for it so hard that they'll be confident enough that it's real that they will spend money on a thing advertised with AI art because they just can't tell. Now, just recently, in England, actually, I believe it was Scotland, I think it wasn't even England, it was Scotland. There was this Willy Wonka event advertised. Imagine something that was genuinely made to look like an even higher budget version of the Willy Wonka Charlie Factory thing that Mr. Beast put together. Like, it looked like it had more money and effort behind it than what Mr. Beast did, which honestly should have been the first red flag. You know, like if Mr. Beast couldn't put together something nicer than what he put together, then nobody else can. Now, people, of course, saw the advertisements for this Willy Wonka event, and they showed up, and they didn't exactly get what they expected, but the tickets were sold online, so by the time you showed up, you'd already spent your money. And on top of that, you'd expected the people there, acting as actors and putting together this very shoddily, Krabby Land-like, nothing event. You would think the people there acting as the Oompa Loompas and, Willy Wonka and all that, you would think they'd be in charge of running it. But as it turns out, a bunch of actors were hired by the organization that put this together, and many of them have not been paid yet for their work in the first place. So it seems like the corporation that put this together, I believe it's called like Illuminati Media or something, which, no, I don't think it has any relation to Blair Illuminati. It makes me wonder what scam group was behind putting this together, and it definitely makes me confident this will just be the first of many scams like this. Old people in particular are going to be very susceptible to the relative realism that AI art has already AI images, I should say, not art. AI images have already achieved. So putting together fake advertisements for events and selling tickets online is going to be an effective hustle. Anyway, let's take a look at the news story about it, because I'm sure this is going to have more info than what I know just from sort of soaking up the details.
Boys and girls, the chocolate room.
A world of pure imagination gone wrong.
My name is Willy Wonka.
Riding the popularity of the hit movie Wonka, a new event in Glasgow, Willy's Chocolate Experience, AI.
So, like, obviously, you can tell, if you know anything about AI art, that all of this is AI generated. But to the naked eye, to the average person who doesn't know where AI art is and maybe hasn't even seen much AI art before, this looks like high effort, expensive art. This looks like the kind of thing that was put on by professional, official people as like an official event and a big deal. It looks like millions of dollars might have gone into this event just looking at this and forgetting that AI art exists. It is very easy to fall for this kind of thing if you just don't know. that this is where AI art has gotten. And a lot of older people, you know, they see an event like this. It looks well advertised, well put together. It looks legit. And they want to take their kids to something fun. And, well, it was not what they were expecting. It's flat and weirdly lit. Guys, you have to understand, the people who are going to be tricked by this will never figure it out. It's why the Holly raid. Oh, hey, thank you, everybody. Hey, Holly, what's up? Thank you so much for the raid. Hunter Avalon raid? Hell yeah. Hey, Hunter. Hey, Holly. What's up, everybody? Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoy your stay, everyone. Website chat is a call-in if you want to be in the real on-screen chat. That's the real chat. Welcome, raiders. Welcome. Hopefully you enjoy your stay. Anyway, I need you to know, though, it's why, like, the Nigerian prince scam still works. Like, you would think, oh, like, everybody knows the Nigerian prince scam. It's so obvious. Everyone's heard of it. That's kind of the point, though. Because anybody who falls for the email saying, I am a Nigerian prince who just needs you to send me $50,000 and I can send you $1 million back after you unfreeze my account or unfreeze my funds that are in transfer or whatever, if someone's willing to even reply to that email and take it seriously, they are far more likely to continue on through the process of getting scammed. In that same way, this is being predatory towards not boomers, but instead Gen Xers and millennials who are a little bit less connected to the internet. The people who are most likely to see this and think that looks legit are the least likely people to second guess, like, buying tickets in the first place.
Generated images promising a whimsical day for kids with an enchanting garden, live performances, and character appearances, including Oompa Loompas, all for about $45. Instead, a near-empty warehouse.
Like, you can't get over how absolutely ridiculous the actual event ended up being. The fact that they actually put on an event at all is really funny. Damn, that's cheap as fuck. There's videos of kids crying when they arrive at the event. Like, the kids arrive and they already look upset at what they're seeing, and then, like, the Willy Wonka actor comes out, like, in a very not good costume, and the kids just all start crying in response. It's genuinely hilarious. I'll have to see if I can find the video.
A bouncy castle with wooden tables set up, some janky props of candy, reports of kids.
I will say, the surprising part is some of these props are actually surprisingly high quality. Like this little bridge and this, like, pot and like the candy canes and stuff. I'm sure none of this is too expensive, but, like, it almost looks like they tried. Like, they were obviously lying and scamming, but it almost looks like they tried to make something that might fly when people show up. Like, they could have gone way lower effort than this. Yeah, it's a lot like DashCon. It does remind me a bit of DashCon, that one, like, Tumblr convention that was supposed to happen way back in the day. And the ball pit was, like, an inflatable pool filled with balls. And someone, like, pissed in it or something.
Candy, reports of kids crying.
You've paid money. There's children here.
Our partners at Sky interviewing one actor who played Willy Wonka and described the event as a place where dreams went to die. Scott.
God, I love stories like this where, like, I don't know, but there's something about, like, events that are, like, really shoddily put together that just, like, end up being a complete mess that's so fundamentally, like, fascinating, you know? I can't get enough of stories like this. It's the same kind of feeling I get from, like, defunct amusement parks that have, like, decayed into ruin.
Scottish police even got called to the scene. The event's organizer, Billy Cowell, claiming the issue is a holographic paper that didn't come in time. His company, House of Illuminati, apologizing and claiming on Facebook that they've...
This is the name of the company, House of Illuminati. I wonder, I genuinely do. Let me crack my neck really fast. I wonder if we're going to find out that this company is some, like, far-right Nazi shit. Like how the Bored Ape Yacht Club, like, NFT people ended up being Nazis. I wonder if we're going to find out that these people are some far-right grifter scam group as well, just like the Bored Ape people.
Funded more than 800 people, but numerous people in a growing Facebook group talking about the event say they haven't gotten their money back yet. The event venue telling NBC News they'll offer their place free of charge, saying the event hosts, quote, either have no regards for the families and young children they have disappointed or are too embarrassed to comment. All of it giving shades of Fyre Festival, just with a handful of candy.
Yes! Fyre Festival's another good example. It's just so fascinating to watch these examples of big events that were meant to be like a big $1 million thing. I feel bad for this one in particular because so many parents brought their kids and the kids were disappointed. But in a case like Fyre Festival in particular, where it's a lot of rich people who got fucked over, it's a lot easier to laugh at. The last Burning Man is another good example where it got flooded out and all the celebrities had to like walk through mud and like get in the back of people's like mud trucks and ATVs and like hitchhike to the nearest town. There was, I think, who was it? Ed Sheeran or something had to like hitchhike 14 miles through the desert in the mud, like in the back of a truck with just like 12 strangers to get to the nearest town because some guy was nice enough to make trips back and forth from Burning Man to the nearest town to drop people off if their cars got like completely flooded and sunken into the mud.
Instead of those cheap looking sandwiches, and kids the victims instead of concert goers.
Brian Chung is joining us now. And Brian, it's just the images, right? The Fyre Festival sandwich and then the cups of like water for these kids. What's interesting, we showed the ads here. The way the group kind of sold this event is through these AI images. Two actors, we've just learned from our digital team working on this, that they got hired for the event, getting a script that also looked generated by AI, right? This speaks.
All the stuff that was provided seems to have been AI generated. It makes me wonder if the props they were using weren't made with like 3D printers. Like if they didn't like AI generate like something or like find already existing 3D assets and then like 3D print and like put them together piece by piece. Or maybe they're pre-existing props that are just pretty cheap off of Amazon. That would probably be even easier. The script actually got leaked if you want to take a look at it. Why would you have to write it in AI too? Willy Wonka's Chocolate Experience. Wonky Doodles at McDuff's Chocolate Factory, a script. Willy McDuff, introduction and audience interaction before entering the Garden of Enchantment. Scene, a whimsical, brightly lit stage that hints at the magic of the Garden of Enchantment beyond. Willy McDuff, a character of eccentric charm and wit, stands before the curtain that separates the mundane from the magical. The audience is buzzing with anticipation. Willy McDuff with a grandiose flourish. Ladies, gentlemen, and esteemed guests of all ages, welcome. I am Willy McDuff, your humble guide on this journey to the extraordinary, the spectacular, the downright magical Garden of Enchantment. Audience applauds. Willy McDuff, smiling. Ah, I see we have enthusiasts among us. But before we proceed, a few formalities. Well, not so formal. If I have anything to say about it, winks. He strides downstage, closer to the audience with a mischievous twinkle in his eye. You see, the Garden of Enchantment isn't just any garden. Oh no, it's a place where the trees whisper secrets of old, and flowers sing in harmony, and the stones, well, they mostly just sit there, but they do it enchantingly. Audience laughs. Willy McDuff, now, I must ask, who among you has brought their sense of wonder? Show of hands, please. Audience members raise their hands, some enthusiastic, others more timidly. Yeah, this is very clearly made by AI. Yeah. Particularly, like, the cadence is very AI generated. Man, I told you, AI art and AI generation are going to be a scammer's best friend going forward. Like, boomers are going to be, like, known for getting scammed by, like, scam calls and scam emails. The next generation of old people is going to get scammed by AI art and AI videos and not be able to tell the difference because they just don't pay attention to things.
To the bigger issue here of how this technology ends up getting used to potentially mislead people.
Yeah, and I mean, you can kind of see the threads here. Maybe these organizers are just trying to cut costs here, making the AI marketing materials, the AI scripts for the folks that were hired to do the acting at this event. But overall, it shows that they were advertising something that the people who paid about $45 didn't get. And you can even see where they cut some of the corners. There was actually one of those ads we were just showing. It says February, but it's spelled.
How do you think this company has set things up to protect themselves from getting sued? God, it really is just DashCon 2, isn't it? God. Oh shit, Zan, some people are getting scammed by fake emergency calls from loved ones. You're already right. Well, that's been a thing for a long time. That's nothing new. People will literally call... I did drop a few frames there, but it wasn't too bad. We should be back. People have already gotten scams where it's like, they get a call and it's like, we're the IRS. Please give us your social security number so, like, you don't get audited or something like that. And it's like, the IRS doesn't call you and ask for your social security number. That's not a thing they do. That's not what they do.
Wrong. It's missing an R. So unfortunately, it's just the case these days that with AI, a little bit of extra due diligence as you're kind of shopping around for events. So go look at that. February. I mean, close enough, I guess.
Brian Chung, certainly not close enough for some of those very angry parents and those very sad kids dressed as Oompa Loompas. Brian Chung, thank you very much. Appreciate
Dude, I wonder if I can find some of the videos from the event that happened. There is a bit of stream lag right now, but it's literally just YouTube's end. It's not my end, I promise. I'm pretty certain it's not my end. I can check stream health. Stream is healthy. Stream health is excellent. Yeah. Any errors happening are on YouTube's end with the lag. It's on YouTube's end. We're gonna push through it. It's all we can do. I'm not dropping frames. The stream health is fine. It's literally just YouTube's end. But yeah, it'll come back. It'll come back. It's just YouTube being weird today, I promise. Regardless, though, I wonder if I can find any of those funny videos that I saw earlier today. I think I liked one of them. Please tell me I liked it. Please. Oh, I didn't. At least I know who retweeted it. My friend, me and Cherry's friend Mango, which, by the way, for those who don't know, one of the biggest reasons why Cherry no longer edits for me is that Cherry is getting into content creation themselves. They've learned a lot about content creation working with me. They're going to be starting a podcast with Mango, who you might have seen the videos of because we react sometimes. And I'm going to be appearing on that podcast as a guest at the request of Cherry. I haven't been on a podcast in a while, and I feel like it'll be good practice before I start my own podcast. So it should be dope. It should be dope. Here, one sec. Let me see if I can find the tweet. You may know Mango as Neon Caffeine, by the way, particularly on Twitter, for those of you guys that don't know. Here, I believe he was the one who tweeted the video I was thinking of, or like retweeted it. I'm pretty sure it was him. Maybe not. That's so weird. I could have sworn. Here it is. I found the video. Finally. Okay. Alright. It wasn't from where I thought I would find it, but I still found it. Do you still have plans on doing that podcast with Demon Mama? Yep, that's what I just referenced a second ago. This is the video I referenced before where the kids were crying when the Willy Wonka actor came out.
Oh my God. What is that? It's the end dog.
I don't even know what the fuck that is or what they were doing there. The kids all unanimously going, eh.
Oh my God. What is that? It's the end dog.
I'm sorry. I know kids crying is not funny, but it is unironically hilarious how, like, unanimously they just aren't down for it. The Unknown is what that thing is called. The AI-generated villain, I guess, of the event. The depressed Oompa Loompa and the Unknown are the perfect Halloween couples costume. Thank you, Glasgow Willy Wonka experience. Oh yeah, where's the depressed Oompa Loompas? I've got to find, like, depressed meth-cooking Oompa Loompas. Where are they? Where are they? Where are the meth cooking Oompa Loompas? Here they are. We don't have a video, apparently. Why does it look like they're high? Why does it look like they're high? And why does it look like they're making drugs? These were the Oompa Loompas. She looks so miserable. Oh my god. Willy Wonka and the Heroin Factory. No. Stop. No. Good god. This is possibly one of the funniest stories to come out of the AI stuff. I really do think that AI-generated scams are going to be the next generation's, like, Nigerian prince email scam. I really, really do. The next generation of old people are going to fall for this like crazy, and one day we'll be the old people falling for something that seems just as dumb to younger people. One day we'll be just as gullible.